Tuesday, but Alex spied on a Monday, and then they still went on a Tuesday and still sang and prayed. And I'm like, y'all are standing in front of me saying this. As in, really? You stood? You still went to perform? What happened to all your miracles, your healings, your resurrections that you post on your platforms? I would have thought this was an opportunity to show your God's glory.
So the Nollywood actor Mofe Ducan actually came out to the general public to blast Daddy Freeze. And I'm really happy that he actually made this reply. Honestly. He came out to the general public and talked about the fact that many people were dragging him for actually putting on black, whereas he didn't know about it. Which is actually very fine. That would have actually skipped everybody's mind. It can happen once in a while. You couldn't have expected everybody at that point in time would have put up white. You understand? There will be exceptions, which is actually kind of normal. And you'd have apologized for that. Why not keep him moving? Then why going for pastors? Why blasting them the way the family decided that they want to host their events? Why? Why coming out to come and trash the family, trash their events, say they came to come and do this? This is not your burial. If you feel like you are not comfortable, just like you said, and you left, that should have been the thing that you should have done. Not coming out to come and explain to us. We don't need it. We don't need all the details. You have left. You went. So, for those that don't know what is actually going on, let me actually play you the video of this very irritating video to me of Daddy Freeze. Watch.
So we're sitting down minding our business, and Nathaniel BASSEY climbs the pulpit. And I'm like, okay. Then he blows the trumpet. Okay, you can signify the trumpet in the Revelation, linking with end of the world. Okay, it is the end of Alex's world. May his soul rest in peace. But then he now starts talking and says he has never met Alex before. Okay. But then his friend, another pastor, said they should go and pray for Alex. That they wanted to pray for Alex and sing for Alex. And they were supposed to go on a Tuesday, but Alex spied on a Monday, and then they still went on a Tuesday and still sang and prayed. And I'm like, y'all are standing in front of me saying this. As in, really? You stood? You still went to perform? What happened to all your miracles, your healings, your resurrections that you post on your platforms? I would have thought this was an opportunity to show your God's glory. So I said, okay, let me mind my business. Another pastor came, preached. I was in mourning. I don't know about anybody else. I was in mourning. I was seeing the handsome guy. I was seeing his wife, his widow now. He's seeing his young brother and his young sister. The person who spoke on behalf of the father. Those were the things I wanted to hear. I didn't want to hear sermon. But I can tolerate a sermon. Okay, I can segment my brain. Just watch the guy, filter out one or two things he's saying that is making sense. The rest, out the dustbin. And then Mercy Chinwo climbed the pulpit and turned the place to concert. At that point, I got up and left. And here's my question. You are saying that the Freeze disobeyed the dress code. Does Mercy Chinwo not have soft music? Do you understand what a funeral is? Do you understand what a funeral is? The kind of music that should be played at a funeral is soft music. Music that will make you think. They should have sung hymns. Hymn is what... You see, I would have been more moved if I heard a hymn. If I'd gone there and nobody spoke, the family just came and spoke. The children came, spoke, read Bible. I love that. They spoke on behalf of the father. The family spoke. I loved all that. Then they should have just played hymn for 2 hours. I would have sat down there and enjoyed it. Songs. I'm not going to see this guy again. Songs that will invoke my spirit. Songs that MSC will start shouting. I'm like, Nigeria, we have missed everything. There's
actually seen what he actually said. How he was actually talking about Mercy Johnson. I was actually talking about Nathaniel BASSEY. I was actually talking about other gospel musicians and all of these things. Other people that came to minister. This is their service of songs. If they didn't actually want it to be like that, they wouldn't have invited them to the podium. They would have collected mic from all of these people. But because they wanted their service of songs to be like that, they wanted to wear white. What is your business in discussing about the event and how it went, especially in the manner that you did? I saw that video and I was like, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? So Mofe Ducan has actually come out to actually reply. And I love that he phrase. Honestly, some of his thought I don't agree with, but I love him as a person, especially the way he talks, the way he actually relates to things sometimes, right? But this is out of it. So let's listen to what Mofe Ducan said. Mofe Ducan says, with all due respect, sir, the night wasn't about you or anyone but Alex. That is it. Why make it about yourself? Why make it about, oh, I'm supposed to put on white, I went to put on black, oh, this, that, blah, 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 blah. It's not supposed to be about you. It was not so, you didn't plan the event with them. I'm sure even a Muslim at that event wouldn't have had the thoughts that you had. The kind of thoughts towards that service of song that you had. He continued, he says, I'm a very objective person and I don't put mouth in matters that doesn't concern me. Neither do I lend energy to things I have no power over. The power of serenity resonates with me on a daily, but as I have gotten older, I deeply struggle with the urge to want to educate people who step gravely out of line. It is out of line. And bros, you stepped gravely out of line. People are mourning. And now you are coming out to come and actually talk about things that happen in the event in such a manner. This is not a wedding ceremony. This is not a birthday ceremony. This is not a celebration of 50th birthday. And so the family decided to do it the way they want to do it. You have a problem with it. He continued, he says, my 2 cents. It was not a funeral. It was a night of tribute and a service of song. It was not the funeral time. There was the period for the funeral time. 2, hymns were sung, not once, not twice. Hymns were sung, not once, not twice. I am guessing you didn't arrive early because I personally cried during the rendition of Blessed Assurance. And I believe hymns are predominantly synonymous with the Catholic Church and other closely related denominations. Was Alex a Catholic or an Anglican or a Baptist? I'm just asking. 3, it was a night of worship because if you were listening or paying attention and not caught up with your desire to want to observe and rush back online to report things you had issues with, you would have had when members of Alex's inner circle reiterated countless times that Alex loved to worship. So a concert of worship, as you express, is what exactly Alex would have wanted. 4, you shouldn't even have the temerity to voice your opinion because for starters, you didn't adhere to the dress code. You wore black to an all-white celebration of Alex's life, but each to their own. Let's leave that for a second because you may actually have a good reason for your choice of outfit, or maybe you actually thought it was a funeral. I'm objective. And lastly, the audacity to come online and say you were angry and you left. May people not walk out on your own night of tribute. This last point is what destroyed my will to resist the urge to ignore your actions and opt out to want to educate you on why you should have never come online to whine and stain Alex's glorious immortalization. With this viewpoint of mine, I hope I have been able to educate you as well as convince you and not confuse you that you stepped gravely out of line. And the night was not about you or your want, your need, or your opinion. Be guided. Be guided. Be guided. And honestly, when I saw this, I was like, this is actually what it's supposed to be like. This event was not about you. The family decided to conduct the thing the way they deem it fit, the way they think Alex would have loved it to be. So because people ministered now, because people actually ministered in songs, that was an issue for you. That was a very grand issue for you. That was a big issue for you, that you could not hold it. You just have to come and show your followers your grievances. It's not nice. Everybody will die one day. Everyone will die one day. You now came out and say, I left. Even a Muslim Wouldn't behave the way you behaved. Wouldn't behave the way you behaved. As well. This Alex event is just quite heartbreaking because the news that has actually just been coming out is just crazy, from stealing of phones, right, to this. Now me send you invite to. Now me use my hand send you invite. Now you still come the cause trouble for me because of the way I take host my event. Ow. So I should be regretting the day I decided that Daddy Fish joined these people. Why? Why are you people like this? It's just quite heartbreaking, honestly. I was watching the video and it was pissing me off from the bottom of my heart. Hearing someone, the video I played for you is very, very short too. If you listen to the full video, you will be like, why are you doing this? What did Alex buy from you that he did not pay finish? What exactly was Alex's offense to you? So because they hosted the event that you were not you said you left. Why don't you leave? Why all this? Why all this drama? Especially during the time that they are... It is well. It is well. May so rest in perfect peace. But honestly, you crossed the line badly. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And do well to share this video for me. If you love my content, do well to share this video. People need to actually see this. And people need to actually be able to know that this needs to stop. The fact that people only care now about what they want to get is either I'm trying to steal or I'm trying to get more views, trying to get them to talk about me from the events. It should be about me all the time. And God help us all. It is well. Because because people were dragging you online. You could have explained that to them. I'm sorry, I didn't know about this, blah, blah, blah. In 1 minute, you could have made that video and let it slide. You went on a rant, bashing everyone that conducted no respect. Which is where